All right, we're going to go ahead and finish up 7.3, and we're going to do, I believe it's SAS, right? Similarity? And by 7.3, let's pretend that I put an 8 here, and that would refer to chapter 8 instead of chapter 7. I should stop going back to the past. And I believe that we already have the side angle side similarity theorem written down. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. So on page 395 is kind of a good study guide where it has your only three similarity theorems that are going to be important in this. So the AA, SSS, and SAS. The nice thing about it is it is almost exactly like the congruency chapter, except for, obviously, they're different sizes, so it's similarity, which means anytime it says side, it is a ratio. Anytime it says angle, it's just like before, congruent. So that is basically it. The kind of problems that we're going to be faced with, well, that's really where we need to start with. Let's look at number 9 on page 397 and see how we can use this SAS. In exercise 9 and 10, determine whether the two triangles are similar. If they are similar, write a similarity statement and find the scale factor from triangle B to triangle A. So this one actually tells you which triangle to do first. Triangle B to triangle A. Okay, so we'll look at these two triangles. And they don't have all the stuff and things on them because you don't need all of them. Okay, and so I have my angle, which is my 90-degree angle, and I need to see if my sides work. Okay, so again, the sides have to be on either side of the angle. So even if they gave me a number over here, I can't use it, right? I can only use the ones on either side of the angle. So the right angle is made up of 12 and 8. Hopefully we can see that. So let's see. Which one's supposed to be on top? Scale factor of triangle B to triangle of A. So we're going to do B first. So 6 is short. Which one's it going to go with? And 9 is the longer one. And it's going to go with? So just simplify those fractions and we'll find the scale factor. And I think it is what? Both of them? So there's my scale factor. And what else did it want me to say? Write a similarity statement. Okay. I'll do this alphabetically just because D, E, F, right? Is that alphabetically?
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget my alphabet. It's surprising how many times as an adult you don't actually have to know your alphabet. All right, let's see which ones go with. Well, I know for a fact that 90-degree angle, so W is going to go with D because those are both those 90-degree angles, right? And then I know that WX, this is the short one, DE, that's the short one, so DE, WX, so that's good. And I guess the other letter has to go here. Does that make sense? I did forget my little triangle. That is a chronic problem of mine. I do the first one and I don't do the second one. Because I skip it and I get all to the hard part, right?
Yeah, I have that problem too sometimes.
Yeah. Well, my problem is consisted of that and doing that for, over 18 years now. So.
Wait, can you say one more time how you got it? W, Y, X in that order?
Why I got it in that order?
Yeah.
I just did this one in alphabetical order. So I don't worry about that. And I know D goes with W because they're 90-degree angles. So I put that down. And so I went from, DE, that's the short side. So what's the short side here? WX.
Okay.
And then I could check it out. DF is going to be the same as, that's the long side, so WY. I don't know if that's what they have in the book. Yeah, the book did that. And the book does things backwards. So when we grade something like this tomorrow, they're going to say that it's 4/3, but that's not what it says. It says scale factor of B to triangle A. So this is what I would want to do. And they're at least consistent about it. But again, if you are worried about that, you can ask me, and we can go with, I can let you know what I think. Okay, but either way, as long as you understand which triangle goes with which. This is triangle B, and this is triangle A. All right, moving on to, I think 11's easy, so I'm not going to go over 11. 11's basically the same as 9, except for no picture. So angle goes with angle. That might be a little harder. Sketch the triangle using the givens, then determine whether the two triangles can be similar. Now, those are kind of hard. 12 is kind of hard, too. We'll come back to 12. I might have to help you set that up just a little bit. We'll come back to 12. I'll need to make our time efficient. So let's go on to 13 and see what makes that interesting or difficult. Show that the triangles are similar. Write a similar statement. Explain your reasoning. Okay, 13 looks kind of hard to me. And what makes it hard is that it's two triangles in one triangle. And 18, and I probably should have drawn this bigger so I can show you stuff. So I'm just going to ignore that. Now, the confusing thing about the worksheet that you will get today is it does not do the answers what I would call backwards like this book does. And I know what the test is going to look like, and it does it not like this book. So unfortunately, that can confuse people at home. All right, that's a little bit bigger, so I can actually write and do stuff and things. So I probably need letters like H, J, K, F, G. All right, so the triangle, if you don't see it, here's this little triangle right here. Right? And the big triangle would be like here. Does everybody see how I have two triangles? So that's my goal, to see if those two triangles are similar. I think they are. So my angle is right here. It's a reflexive angle, isn't it? Both triangles share this angle H. So angle H is congruent to angle H. Reflexive property, we don't actually have to write it. But by this point, you guys could probably already write that much, right? Okay, so here's the hard part about that. So I'm gonna do, to me, I want to do small triangle over big triangle because it just makes sense to me. And it doesn't say, does it? So I can do it any way I want to. So I'm going to do that. So let's see if you can figure out where I got this number from. Small triangle, big triangle, small triangle. Let's see if you can figure out what number to put for big triangle. Where did I get 20 from?
15 plus 5.
Yeah, it's 15 plus 5, right? I had to add this part of the triangle and this little extension here, right? So that's where I got 20. So then if I added these two together, I'd get 22. Okay? Let's see if they are the same scale factor, because if they're not, guess what? I'm done, right? Do I care about this 18 or 24? Not using side angle side. Could I also use side 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 if I didn't want to use side angle side?
Yeah.
It doesn't say what I have to do, does it? So it's up to me. I could use either one. Yeah.
How did you get 20 and 22?
I had to add this to this because that 5 is just from here to here. But the big triangle is from here to here, so I had to add those two together. And same thing here. Okay? So what is my scale factor, or do I have one? This one, I think, is what?
3/4.
Is that 3/4 also?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So it is similar, isn't it? This is my explanation right here. This is what I need to explain it. I got my angles. You could also just do 18/24 right here, and it's probably 3/4 also. And do the side similarity. But I did side angle side because it was less work, because H was easy to do. So what are the triangles? Well, let's see here. I'm going to start with, what is that? That's G. So let's just do, I guess, G, triangle G.8.3 That's the small one. Would be similar to FHK. Is that the only way to do it? Probably the book is going to start with H. Let me see what the book starts with tomorrow. No, they did what I did. So sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. In most books, they do the first one in alphabetical order just so you can grade your answer easier. Okay, questions on how to do those? Little bit tricky. All right. Let's look at 17. That's a nice little challenge. We're going to have some challenges here. Looking at 17, the shortest side of a triangle similar to XYZ is 20 units long. Find the other side lengths of the triangle. How would I do that? The shortest side length of a triangle is similar to XYZ. So how would I find the other sides? So I could do 20/10, and then I'm looking for x/12 and y/13, right? You don't see anything I just did, but that's great.
Can you say that one more time?
So the shortest side would be 20, because it says so, and it's over 10, because that's the shortest side on my triangle. And so I'm looking for the other two sides. So that would be a mystery number over 12, that's the medium side, and a mystery number over 13, that's the... Okay, how would I work this out? Can I work this all out at the same time? Or do I pretty much need to just go, hey, let's do a scale factor because it make my math easy? What's the scale factor here? 2/1. So I'll just start with this one. 2/1 equals x12. What's that going to equal? X equals 24 cross multiplication. I love it when I have a 1 on cross multiplication because it's almost like I don't have to do anything. Let's do 2/1 with the y13. What's that going to equal? Okay, and a lot of you now can probably look at this and it just makes sense, right? 2/1 means double. Double of 10 is 20. Double of 12 is 24. Double of 13 is 26. Piece of cake, right? All right. So look at 21 through 26. This is just like what we did yesterday, right? Except for you're going to have to maybe use your side angle sides or your sides to get it done. Do the best you can. If I need to help you, I will help you. But I'm going to shut this off and we will do our assignment.